Spurs trailing by a goal to nil. No, they have to score twice, whether that's inside the 90 minutes or a 1-0 scoreline, of course, would take us through to extra time. Keane is on his case, and it was a very calm back pass to his goalkeeper Gomez, who clears away towards his halfway line. The header down by Lee. We've had a terrific time here, of course, at PSV in his 2.5 years in the red and white. The claim is for a free kick for G. The flag was up pretty quickly against Koevermans. Tottenham, of course, are already guaranteed a place in Europe next year. Their victory against Chelsea in the League Cup, making sure of that. They will be competing at the European level for the better. Here comes Yunus now with a delivery. That's good. It was testing. Zalcides have got the touch. And this cleared back towards the halfway line and beyond. There's Lee. Little slip by Affalay.
So try and contain the Spurs centre-halves, break us down, and I think that'll be the pattern of the first 20 or 30 minutes of the match as well. Spurs having a lot of the play.
They are running clear of the Dutch Eredivisie at the moment of PSV. They are 9 points ahead of their nearest rivals, so perhaps
they're going to get all the bodies that they can behind the players and behind the ball.
Well, there's a chance now to just put a little pressure on Lee Young-pyo, the Brazilian, which has put PSV in an attacking position potentially here for the first time in the game. It's Kronkamp. Kronkamp's continued the run, but it's not the best of balls from Affalay. And then given away again by Spurs. Lee again intercepting timely. Now Berbatov. Here's Lee. Mendes looking for the lay-in for Keane. It again took a deflection, which to the suspicions of Robbie Keane came off the arm, but referee with a much clearer view says no. Here's Berbatov. Keane now collects. Well, it was almost clever entry.
His clearance was poor. Berbatov picked it up. Lovely ball inside. That should have been 1-0.
Well, if that PSV defence wasn't nervous before, it sure will be now.
It was. I mean, it came from nothing really. One ball in, from an opportunity on the far touchline. They get a real good chance, and Malbraga kicking himself because Spurs scores then. It's a different game, and still following the same pattern. Spurs having possession. Woodgate on the ball now. One centre forward in front of the two centre halves. There's that bobble on that pitch again we talked about, and in the end Spurs still retain possession. But Spurs have 6 players in the PSV half, and sometimes it's not about pretty football. It's about getting that ball long.
Just a reminder that Spurs need only the 1 goal to take it to extra time. If it is 1-0, that's the...
I'm not too sure who's playing him on side as well. May have been Lee, but Spurs can't afford to do that. Let someone like Koevermans in behind them.
Here is Lee. Enjoyed a high old time here. Now Malbranc. Kronkamp just got a nibble on it. It will be a corner for Tottenham, isn't it? I think, being polite, it's the kind of game that could give us high old drama as it rolls on. But just at the moment, it's failing to live up to expectations. Here's Kalina. Nowhere to go, and just runs it out of play. Not past 2, but not a third. But it was a foul by Danny Koevermans. They're getting on with it here, Spurs. Here's Malbranc. Berbatov. It's going to fall for Keane. Looking as though they might have played themselves into trouble a little bit. Malbranc. Out for the throw. Plenty of Italian football coming up as well here on 5 at the weekend. The Football Italiano highlights on Saturday at 6. And that's a throw-in for Spurs. We talk about the Champions League dropouts, the difficulty of this particular competition of getting into the group and then through the group and then suddenly finding yourselves potentially against some of those teams who've failed to make a real impact on the Champions League. Here's Berbatov. Well, he's found a bit of space for himself here. He's gone down, the claims, they carry on. Malbrook's ball in the middle, away by Simmons. Here's Zakora. Now Lee. Berbatov. There's Lee again. Keane wants it hit there, but Lee can't find the cross. Simmons.
There's a better ball towards the far post there. I think Chimbona did use his arm to try and get up. Farfan was the one that was fouled from the clearance and did well for PSV to retain possession, but Spurs were disappointed. They've had good opportunities. It seems to be better service going into the box now, which is what they want because they've got good height.
Well, again it's poor by the PSV defence. This time it's Kronkamp who manages only to steer it out for the throw. Here's Janus. Berbatov coming from deep and left now to Lee. He's got time to measure this. Touched back by Malbrook. Here's Huddleston. He drove it through. It took a deflection. The goalkeeper wasn't sure, and it will be a corner.
Yeah, but the ball coming in there. Malbrook did well to lay it off. There's the shot. Oh, and I think it just touches